Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another reading. Today, we're looking into a message from Spirit more as advice. It's kind of like what you're supposed to be doing next or what you should be doing in this situation. So this could be a position of you're in power or you should not do anything. Should I stay or go? Like whichever topic that this could relate to, it doesn't really matter. That's open, but we're going to see and ask Spirit here what your next steps are in this situation. Okay, so we have 3 different groups to choose from. Number 1, number 2, number 3. We're choosing from the beautiful Healing Light Lenormand deck. Group number 1, we have the Garden right here, and number 20. Group number 2, we have number 33 and the Key. And for group number 3, we have number 12 and the Birds or the Owls. Okay, see whichever one stands out to you, maybe more than one, maybe none. Please don't force anything. Go with your gut, trust your intuition. And we have numbers on here, really cool, but we also have 1, 2, 3, or the number sequence and the timestamps in the description box. We also have the numbers down here from the deck, okay? 887. So if this means something to you here, if you want to add it up and make a number out of it, if you're into numerology, okay, all these things are possible. But usually go with whatever stands out first to you here, okay? And maybe later on there's another one that stands out to you with a message in there for you. And thank you so much, first and foremost, for being here, for liking and subscribing if you're resonating with these readings and my energy as well. And also all your beautiful comments. Thank you guys so much. You're absolutely amazing. Even if you just want to share an emoji or say hi, absolutely appreciate it. I'm sending you love, Reiki, and I hope you're all doing really well. So without further ado, let's hop into you guys' messages for today. Hello, beautiful group number 1, and welcome to your reading. We shall see what your message is for today from Spirit. Some sort of advice, okay, on how to handle this situation or what to do. So you might be resonating with the number 20 or the 8 of Spades here, or this color, or just the Garden card. Okay, it's really cool, kind of interesting. But the patterns also on the bottom here, I heard. So there might be a pattern we might be able to figure out. The Garden, you know, just with this card alone, I'm going to get some more, I think. But it's a public space, okay? It could be social media as well. So maybe also figuring out a pattern here, right? When I look at this, it's very, very distinct on how this is arranged here in this card. But we also have some sort of view, an overview. So I feel like someone here, or you might be able to figure out a pattern to influence at the bigger picture. Okay, so let's see what the card is after this with more Lenormand cards to see if if there's more in detail advice here for you. But right now I can see that there's something about patterns, something about what's close to you, figure out what you can do or influence right now, and then it will influence the rest, or it will give you a bigger perspective, a broader view to know how to also maybe plan for the future or plan for the next outcome, for the next step, right? So I feel like it's everything. It's your close vicinity, but also the broader picture, okay? Okay, let's get another one here, please, for group number 1. What's the advice, please, for group number 1 in this situation? And the Heart, okay? And this also can stand for going public, making something public here, if this is about love or something you love doing. Like if you want to put yourself out there on social media again, with the Heart in the Garden, I feel like make it public, come out, right? Like say something, address something, make it known, because this is a public place. So this is something open, in the open or out in the open. So there's something about expressing yourself also. If this has nothing to do with love, this could just be like you're very expressive, or you're supposed to show more of yourself, okay? Even especially also in your close vicinity, in your community. Let's get one more. I also literally heard decorating a garden, okay? It's very interesting. There's something about these shapes here. There's also something about a heart shape, okay? That's interesting right now. There could be an offer being made here openly, publicly, okay? You might receive also some sort of offer here, I heard. And now we have the moon with the 32. So you might attract also, if this is love, you might need to leave your comfort zone also to have this encounter. You might date in a public place. Okay, this is another advice here for you. If you're meeting somebody or something like this, stay in your close vicinity. Okay, start here, make a plan here, what's close to you, what you're comfortable with, but it's still out in the open though. It's something being addressed. It's something that's not, we're not holding back here. Okay. With the moon, this is definitely fame here in that sense as well. And also attraction, magnetism, okay? Go where you're feeling pulled towards. This, I feel a bit of spontaneity in here as well. Listen to your heart and go to the place that you feel drawn to. Go with the thing that says your heart screams for you to do. Okay, so it's definitely has something to do about emotions. If this is also about where you want to live, which area, okay, if the city, so you're definitely supposed to also, I feel a little bit of exploration, but exploration of feelings, okay? This is not like a venturing out, like we don't have any delivery or travel indicated in here, but there's definitely something in your feelings and your intuition that's pulling you towards something here. And this could be another person as well. If this is another person you're looking for, I feel it's close within you, but we have to leave our comfort zone here with the public place. This could also be online dating, quite obviously, right? But there's someone here, potentially here, or something where your heart is going to definitely jump for joy, or it's going to give you the signals, the impulse to act on, okay? And look at the hearts in the moon card here as well. Something will be illuminated, something will be highlighted for you, okay? Make a plan, but then execute something, I heard here as well. If this is a business project, same thing, right? Social media, do something that really makes you happy, like that makes you feel like your intuition is really going to tell you, okay, I like this, I feel good there, let's do that. This was really funny right now. I had to like stop this video for a second because my cats were fighting over the spot on the cat tree. I really felt this message almost come through for you, like go towards where your heart leans, okay? Because this whole tower, the whole cat tree just fucking flipped over. So I really feel like there's something strongly pulling you in a very specific direction here, okay? And you're supposed to trust that. I felt this was somehow connected. It's really interesting. But I also felt like I almost had to yell at them to stop effing around. You know, like it's something maybe your heart is yelling you, or your heart is really pointing you towards something very specific here. So it might become very loud, very obvious, okay? Yeah, so there's definitely, you might also, there's so much coming through. So if this is about work too, there's some sort of reaching another level and fame, okay? And this might also become out to the open. So you might, like social media would fit really, really well here, that you're being recognized. I almost get 6 of Wands vibes here as well, like victory, success, and recognition. And also in this love situation, right? There's definitely a success here, but something being made official. Come out to the open, change your status, okay? Have an officiality towards something here when I look at the garden, because this is out in the open, okay? If you needed to, sorry, again, the whole table, everything was shaking here when they kicked this over. But yeah, I want to get the tarot card here for each of these cards as well. Can we clarify the garden? Okay, thank you. We have the 7 of Pentacles. Yeah, something is like growing in the right direction here, I feel. You're definitely watering your garden. So this could also be romance, right? Lots of romance here that you're really also emphasizing on the fact that what you really want. I feel a lot of lust and excitement come through here as well. Like with this moon, like the rituals. This could also be fertility, right? Now that I'm talking about this romantic sexual behavior potentially. If you're trying to make a baby, or it's just like this, but it's more than that. This is not just we're following a cycle. This is more like really passion as well here coming through. Passion, excitement in that area, okay? Making something work here, or having worked on something really hard, but watering the garden and now starting to see some sort of results, right? In your patterns as well, I heard. There's really something about patterns here that comes through. I don't know really where to put that 100%, but maybe there's a game plan to be made, like following some sort of rule book or so. I don't know, on how to date and how to be passionate. Yeah. Expressing love, expressing feelings, all of these things are coming, okay? As advice. We have the 7 of Cups with the heart. Ooh, that's so interesting. A 7-7. Wow. The 7s actually in my angel guidebook talk about facing your fears. So again, we're seeing this pattern here. Yeah, the pattern of not being afraid. Open your heart. express your love, make it public, make it known, okay, how you really feel, trust your intuition, go where you're feeling called to, all of these things here. And then we have the Six of Wands, exactly what I felt already. This is victory, recognition, success, okay? You're definitely going to be celebrated here, or you're celebrating this romantic relationship. This is going to be a success. So your advice here really from Spirit is very clear and very straightforward. We even have the Four of Wands with stability, home, marriage, wedding, twin flame, all of these things go through the gateway. Communion and also partnership, like what we have here as well. There's communion. You could be becoming a part of something, okay, in some sort of circle, or your family, or whatever this is. But you're definitely not supposed to hold back. You're supposed to make something known. You're supposed to express something and to feel and to trust your happiness and your intuition. It's guiding you, okay? Very, very beautiful message here and very straightforward. We're going to see quick results. So 776 here, there's definitely success. Seven of Cups is very interesting. You might have a lot of different options, but when I look at these here in the cards, they all look really good. And what's in the middle, what's in the center is the heart again, and the heart is being picked up here. So it's really not confusing anymore. Face your fears. If your heart, if your expression, if your love, if your happiness, your joy was your biggest fear or something intimidating, this is what you're supposed to be facing, okay? You're supposed to do the thing that makes you happy, even when we're holding ourselves back. So there's a happy outcome here, also a happy ending, success. As we can see, it's pretty straightforward. Let's get you the last few cards from this deck here. For group number 1, please. There's progress also being made, okay? So you do not have to worry. Okay, there's too many cards that fell out here. Can we please get 1 or 2 cards for group number 1? Another message for group number 1 here for this beautiful reading. Thank you. And we have the walking staff, support and encouragement. Wow, yeah, so there could also be support from friends in your close circle. When we look at the garden card, so this could be another thing here. Or again, if you're wanting to meet somebody, maybe your soulmate is very close to you here or in your vicinity. You could be meeting at a park literally here, okay? Or I heard it's a walk in the park. It's going to be a walk in the park, whatever we've been scared of, intimidated. But maybe you're also looking forward to this date. Okay, it's going to be a walk in the park. This totally reminds me of the Ace of Wands. Again, there's a lot of lust here. There's passion here. There's romance here. There's new ideas. Creative juices are flowing here. Okay, so there's a lot about like wands, fire, energy, and quick results. I said quick, actually. Interesting. Because, yeah, we're jumping right into the Six of Wands here. It's the last push here, I feel. It's the last push, okay? But it's going to be a walk in a park. Yeah, there's an ignition, igniting something. This could be falling in love, of course. Romance, all these things, okay? I don't want to repeat myself. But we have support and encouragement. So you're supported by spirit. You're supported by your friends and family here, potentially, if you want that or if you needed that advice. And we have autumn. This is actually one that fell out when I said there's too many cards. So that's cool. Bounty and balance. So there was something here that this card was meant to come out for you, for sure. So autumn could resonate with you. Maybe that's a name. But also when I look at this reminded me a little bit of a maze as well. Maybe something was confusing, but we're pushing through and it's going to be a walk in the park. If you also were scared of a specific situation, right? Yes, but I talked about a work situation here as well. So it's going to be a walk in the park. So you're not going to have a difficulty. It's not going to be difficult, I heard. Whatever this is you're searching also, I heard. Whatever it is you're searching for that you've been nurturing for quite a while, okay? Suddenly it's going to be quite easy, actually. Maybe there was a little bit of anxiety because of maybe thoughts I heard here actually with the Seven of Pentacles, which is interesting because this is practical. Maybe practical experiences also from the past, okay? But this is going to be much easier. Autumn, fall could also be quite important for you. So that season, right? It's coming soon-ish. Here it's coming sooner than I want, so... bounty and balance, right? So there's an abundance, there's going to be a harvest, a time of harvest. Again, the time of harvest reminds me a bit of fertility, cycles, moon cycles, rituals, but also abundance, okay, and romance and love and having more than enough. Maybe more offers than you were bargaining for, right? Or working towards here. Really cool. Group number 1. I hope that helped for your advice for today and what to do in this situation. It's proactive, okay? Don't be afraid. Face your fears with the 7s here. I'm getting this sensation because it's going to be a walk in the park after all. It's going to be very exciting, okay? And we have success, victory, and recognition here as well. And fame and all of these things. Heart, happiness, joy. So I'm sending you big hugs and I can't wait to see you next time. Bye-bye. Hello, beautiful group number 2, and welcome to your reading. For advice, I heard for a solution, maybe because of the key, but also this is what you're supposed to be doing next, or what's your next step, right? Like, what's the advice here from Spirit, how to move forward? But I can tell you already, like, with this card here, with the 33, the key, with the 8 of diamonds here too, this is already a situation of power, okay? You're already holding that key with this card. So we're going to get a few more Lenormand cards and then clarify with tarot and then an oracle. But here I can already see that you are holding the solution, the key, the power. Okay, so the power is within you already, or you've realized this lately, or it's coming here very soon. But let's get a few more cards to look at this a little bit more practical here and in depth. For group number 2, so what's the solution here? Okay, I really feel solution. Okay, solution is definitely coming with the key. The key stands for locking or unlocking something. So there is some sort of sense of power where you have power over something, over a situation. Maybe you are the one who can bring the solution to someone. Maybe you can begin or end something, or continue something. And we have the snake. Woo, how interesting is this with number 7? This always has to do with facing your fears in a sense here. This two-faced I heard, and two-faced also dual meaning. The snake can stand for healing, but the snake can also stand for deceit. Okay, let's get a third one right away here. I heard you also have the power to let the cat out of the sack, or the rabbit out of the hat. So if you're holding a secret, potentially, you definitely are in power, okay, to decide over. We might not be able to really, what's the word? Influence the let's say repercussions, or how this is going to be perceived, but you are holding the power to let something come out, okay, out in the open here, a secret potentially, let something blow up or not, like, I don't know, this is kind of the sensation I'm getting right now. But there's also a lot of, what did I just see in here? The gems, that looks like gems to me, the skin of the snake. We also have this queen. Which queen is this? Ooh, I stopped at the clover. I just wanted to say there's clover in there, but it's obviously not the clover. So let's go with this guy. So, of clubs. Yeah, the cross is the clubs in English. Sorry, that was a little bit challenging for me to figure out because they wanted me to see this as clover. And the green totally reminded me of this card, and here it is. So there's some sort of luck, a turn of events here, I heard, okay, where you also having some sort of influence over. You might not be feeling like you do, because as I said, it might seem like a dual thing here, right? Dual, two-faced, or if this is also about a person here. But this stands for luck and positive outcome, the clover. Okay, so you're going to be lucky in this situation, and this also shows me that you are going to make the right decision here. But I also feel that maybe it's also, let's see also with the tarot and how this is clarifying, but I also feel like it definitely maybe needs re-evaluation. You hold the power. There is a danger lurking in the corner, I want to say, or deceptiveness, deceptiveness or manipulation potentially here, or we maybe have to manipulate a situation a little bit to get to our lucky outcome. So maybe this is the energy I'm getting here right away. It's like, well, you're already holding the key, but maybe we're holding ourselves back because of this snake here. Okay. Take a risk, I feel. Group number 2. Take a risk, even if it looks scary, right? And we have to face our fears here a little bit as well. Whatever this is too, if there's a situation here also with a person or something that we're afraid of, or something that's not going 100% right now, it also shows me that this is very short-lived, okay? And that you are holding the power essentially over the situation. There's a solution for it. Let's get a few tarot cards here. I also heard that you are able to see through a situation here. Maybe if we gained a bit of a bird's eye perspective or something like this. But I still heard also, if this is a tricky situation, there's still something in there for you, like a good outcome or a good fortune, or you're going to be lucky, okay? Even if it's, maybe it's just the energy of the risk that we're taking here that makes us a little iffy, okay? Okay, can we clarify the key, please? The Death card. So there is transformation that you are bringing on. You have the power to transform the situation, I heard. Yeah, look, and the owl is carrying this mice, but also the snake is eating mice, right? There's also rescue here. You're the one also, as I said in the beginning, I felt someone here who knows something, right? You might know a secret, or you have suddenly some strange kind of power. It doesn't mean it's a good power if we know something, right? And you kind of have to make a decision now if you're going to spill the beans or not. But there's definitely a solution coming here. There's help also on its way here for you. With this key is incoming as well, that you maybe also will be taken out of a tricky situation. Or out of this like short-term adversity. Okay, let's clarify the snake now. Let's see. So there's a rebirth, there is transformation. So let's see the snake, because I also felt the snake as healing, right? The snake is not just all negative. So there could also be a financial turn of events here. This could be a lucky windfall, and we're just maybe taking a risk. Maybe it's like a little bit of a gamble, okay? Can we clarify the snake, please? Two of Cups. Wow. So it could be about a person in the first place, but with the Two of Cups here, there is a transformation. Also, it could be contracts. This is a yes, it's coming together, finding a common ground, okay? There's definitely a change of dynamics, I heard. There's a change of the dynamic, so you might also be able to address something if something was not going right, or if you were like already feeling something, right? You're kind of like feeling weird about the situation. You will be empowered. You are empowered to change that situation into your favor. You are bringing on that transformation. Look, the magician with the clover. You are making your luck. You are making this situation work out. So I do feel like Six of Cups here. So this could be about partnerships, memories, past stuff as well, or stuff that has been going on for a while. If you're breaking a lineage, you're completely addressing something with family settings, however this could resonate. But what I see here is really that you are the change bringer. Group number 2, you're going to cut off the head of the snake in the first place, but it might feel a little risky or intimidating. But you're also doing this because you're also taking something that belongs to you here, I feel like. It might be tricky, right, to fight your way through this. But you also, I heard here, standing up for what belongs to you and what's rightfully yours. This could be a relationship, because you're also turning your luck around here, I heard. So whatever's standing in the way is going to be removed. The deception, the manipulation also in a relationship, in love, in a contract, somewhere where you feel like you're not getting your fair share is definitely being taken care of here by you, okay? And we have the magician. I mean, this is creation, this is manifestation. You will have all the tools necessary. You probably gain a lot of strength from this. And this is going to make you also very lucky in the sense of how to manifest, right? You're going to have your outcome that you want. This feels very quick, I have to say. The energy feels rather quick. You have the power and the solution, the key to transform the situation into a lucky situation. Group number 2, if this is all you needed to know from this. Because the situation could be anything. With the Two of Cups and the snake, I would feel like maybe there's somebody in your relationship having their fingers in there, right? Or spilling bad words or putting bad magic into your relationship. Maybe it's a third party or something, but you will be able to transform the situation into what you want it to be. Or if this is about finances here too, I feel with the clover and the snake, having the clover, it's almost like we have to overcome the snake, right? To get to the clover, I need to get to my luck. How am I going to do this? I have to go through my fear here. This also reminds me of the devil. So maybe we just really have to face our fears and transform it by saying yes also, by believing in yourself, by just doing it, jumping in the cold water, right? Doing something. Ooh, when I was pre-shuffling, we had basil, prosperity, luck, and love on the bottom. So there's, again, both is picked up in here. Finances and love, okay. So let's see, can we please get the last card for group number 2? from the oracle here to see if there's another advice. Or we have the chamomile, gentleness, relaxation, and sleep. So sleep on it. You might also receive a solution overnight, or calm yourself, right? With the chamomile, yeah, calm your nerves here, potentially. Okay, if you just have to face your fears with something to change the situation, to bring also the solution to somebody. Maybe this is also your job, right? But this might be like an intimidating client, so to speak, okay, that you have to present something with, or come up with this great solution, this answer, this offer, this project thing, okay? But as we can see, the outcome is absolutely incredible. Lucky, fortunateness, magician, creation, master, as above so below. So you're definitely going to get a good handle on the situation here, okay? You're going to get more powerful with that. You're going to gain the power. It's almost like taking the snake and actually turning it into the antidote. You know, when the snake bites you, it's almost like you also have the snake to make the antidote. I don't know why this just came through, but there's some sort of power or solution within your fear, okay? Within something that's presenting itself as tricky also entails the solution for you. Okay, let's get the last one here, please, for group number 2. Cauldron, creation, opportunity, and caring. Yeah, this again is this, you're boiling the soup, okay? You're making it your way. You're definitely figuring something out. It's almost like you're realizing your power, group number 2. You're realizing, and you also understand, okay, I just have to box my way through this. But I feel in a sense, though, this is going to be almost very fake it till you make it a little bit, but also other people won't see. If you have fear or something like this, other people will not realize that fear, okay? Some people might try to like put a stone in your path here, but you're figuring this out really easily or quickly. Creation, opportunity, and caring. So there is a beautiful opportunity coming here. We have been maybe overthinking also if this resonates. So calm down, okay? Just trust. This also that this will have a good outcome here for you. You're lucky in this sense, okay? You might also find out the secret, but overall, group number 2, we're definitely strengthening a bond here. We're transforming a union into something very beautiful, into something very fortunate and lucky here, okay? Either love or finances, but you're going to be successful with this. You're going to get the upper hand, the mastery level, the above as below situation. So I hope that helped. You can put this wherever it resonates, that you are holding the power, okay, to change the situation, and it's going to be good. It's going to be a great outcome, actually. And I'm sending you big hugs, and I can't wait to see you next time. Bye-bye. Hello, beautiful group number 3, and welcome to your reading for advice from Spirit or something you need to know, how to approach the situation, what's the next step here, okay? So you felt drawn to this beautiful card, actually. 7 of Diamonds, interesting. 12, and the birds or the owls in this deck, okay? And I feel there's something here out in the open, or something you might be overhearing. So the owls, the birds can stand for like gossip, right? First and foremost, it could be gossip. Or if it's not that negative in a sense, okay, that always has a bit of a negative taste here. It could be something that you're hearing, overseeing, is approaching you, okay, where we have to maybe just stand back and reevaluate the situation, which goes really well with the 12 as a hangman. So maybe there's just something here we need to evaluate out, feel out, okay, but we'll get some more Lenormand cards here and see what your advice is. But this was the first thing that came through, okay? So if something is approaching you, maybe we're not encouraged to take everything at face value, okay? Maybe there's something here about that as well, where we need to gain a different perspective or ruminate a little bit on this, what we heard. Also, if this is literally a message or gossip or a secret, or you're overhearing something, okay? This could be your own thoughts, I heard here as well, that are playing a trick on you, right? Potentially. Okay, let's see. What's another message, or what's the advice, please, here for group number 3? What's the advice for group number 3 in their situation? What's the next step? What can they do? What's the advice here from Spirit, please? Okay, we have the stork. Yeah, there's definitely a message is going to be delivered to you. So this could be either messages of a new beginning, or also messages of just holding on right now, right? Of endings or new beginnings. With the stork, he can deliver a baby in the mythical sense, okay? Which would be a new beginning, a brand new start of something, a new opportunity as well. But I feel like, again, this could go either way, or at least I'm getting the sensation here in group number 3 of this fear a little bit of like, ooh, which way is this going to go, right? Is this going to be good? Is this going to be bad? But there's definitely something on the way here to you, okay? Okay, can we get a third card here? And we have the tree. So this could be a message about health as well, about family, okay? About your roots, your growth. Wow, look at the color. The 7 of Hearts. This could literally be a new beginning, a brand new beginning, a new opportunity here. In health, okay, as well, if this resonates with you. Yeah, we have the anchor on the bottom here. It's kind of standing out. And the fox, I'm not surprised, because here we have some sort of sensation of this gossipy, this could be bad news or something, right? Like, or uncomfortable, or I'm not sure. Like, it just gives me a bit of the anxiety feeling, a tiny bit here, about what kind of news am I receiving here. But this tree, actually, it feels good, okay? The tree is usually positive. So what I do feel here, though, I want to get a clarifier card, obviously, with the tarot for the owls. But there's some sort of news also being brought to you here. I feel with the tree, as I said, I feel this is positive. We're going towards positive development here, right? This is also anchoring, very rooted. Okay, this could also be something here that you're very rooted where you are, because this is also could be a message from far away. I feel a little bit here for somebody with the stork, they can fly pretty far. But they're also building a big nest, right? Maybe something is also very much rooted in your ancestry, in your lineage, in your traditions here, I heard as well. With the 5, reminds me now of the Hierophant a little bit. So there could be something, we're doing certain things out of tradition, but maybe we're also wanting to change something, right? Maybe we're wanting to change thought patterns here, traditions, okay, a little bit, or bringing it together with someone else. Because I feel beginnings and endings in here with the stork, what they're bringing. This could also be, you might also be receiving some sort of secret that has to do with your ancestry, your family, okay, something like this here. Where your heart hangs on this, right? Like, there's something here that's very anchored, I feel like, within you, in your health, in your family. Okay, let's see. Let's get a, whoops. 7 of Wands. Maybe also protecting something. You're standing up for something that belongs to you or your family, and just a big black raven flying through here when I said that. So there's also the Watchers, and this is also so black, right? You might really be protecting something that's very, very important to you here. So I feel like stand your ground also with the anchor. If this is something that resonates with you, I feel like not everything needs to change, okay? Yes, we can have endings and beginnings, a little bit of compromise I feel in here as well, but it's still kind of in the dark here. Until we figure out, potentially here, what is really the most important thing to you. What are the things, I feel pro and con list a little bit. Let's say it is about traditions because you're marrying a different person, or you're marrying into a specific religion, or whatever it is. I feel like we need to make a compromise here. I feel also here we cannot take everything at face value. I think we're already kind of scratched on this in the beginning. So there's definitely something where we're bending our beliefs a little bit, but also where we're staying very grounded and steadfast in our belief. This could be about food, okay? When I look at the health situation here as well. So maybe we will find a balance when we make compromises from this party and your side, okay? So finding a middle ground here a little bit, I feel as well. This is also this teaching vibe, this ancestry, this education, this higher level, higher source information coming to you here. This could also be your spirit guides, I feel like, really telling you some sort of, also almost some sort of secret. Yeah, the crows are crowing. The crows are really having an opinion here right now. Maybe crows or black birds or something mean something to you here, okay? There's some sort of hidden ancestral message coming to you here. This could also be meditation, right? When you're connecting to your crown chakra, when you're rooting yourself, you're connecting to the universe or whatever. I feel like there's also a download coming for group number 3 to receive a message. To receive a message. Can we please clarify the birds here, the owls? And it's funny because in this deck, this is the birds, the owls, right? It's not just the birds, it's owls. They're usually the bringers of wisdom, but it can also stand for, I feel like, for ancestry and aliens and, you know, higher wisdom. There's definitely a message on its way to you here. But I feel it's a secret. And here we have the 7 again, another 7. Clarified here, the Chariot with the bird. So again, this is action taking, this is forward movement, okay? This is higher power, okay? This is what they're giving me is this, I don't know what it's called. But the Chariot, the 7, already stays in a very high position on the crossover to the higher powers, okay, to the higher level that we need to cross over our higher consciousness. So the Chariot is very high up there on the Tree of Life, I feel here as well. This could be the Tree of Life. If you're a very spiritual person, group number 3. So you're being, your willpower or something here is coming through that you're rooted to, which may have roots in your spirituality, right? Your religion, faith, whatever, in God here is coming through. That this will be very heightened and enhanced for you to really find out where you belong. Okay, who's your true family? Like, this will bring you also, I feel like, more rootedness and anchoredness on how you are connected to this planet and your purpose in this life. This is actually a pretty deep message, okay? Okay, let's clarify the stork. We have the 2 of Swords. Yeah, again, this is exactly what I felt. Is this an ending? Is this a beginning? It could be both. Am I staying or going? What is this message? Is it good or is it bad? Here we see this with the 2 of Swords, a bit of like this indecision, okay? This is like kind of like, should I stay or should I go? Oh, this is so interesting. So there might really be something coming towards you where you're up leveling and we might not know or you're not sure if you're ready, okay? For this wedding also, or this marriage, this next level, this step up in your spirituality, you're definitely upgrading, group number 3, but there is a resistance here, okay? Okay, can we clarify the tree, please? Ooh, 1 card flipped. Oh, yes. I thought of the star already when I looked at the 17. When this came out, the 17 star card and the stork star, okay? So the stars and the hope and the regeneration, yeah, it's like something is being delivered to you, the stars, the moon, and everything, okay? Your faith, your spirituality, you're supposed to believe again, or you're supposed to really believe in the things maybe you thought of as a child. I don't know, saying child. I talked about the new beginning because they can deliver a child. Here we have the Fool card. Take that leap of faith, group number 3, because there's something within you. You're belonging to a very special group. Also, I want to say, if you're very into spirituality, you're very gifted, you're special, you come from a special place, and you have a special place on this planet to do your work. This is very much also almost a continuation from my reading on Wednesday, okay, with group number 3. So I'm feeling similar energies in here. There is words of power and wisdom being transported or delivered to you, but somehow right now it's almost like they're in translation, okay? They're stuck in this translation here. Maybe we've been worrying or wondering about this, where this download is. But I do feel here that there's something about you agreeing to the fact that you are ready for this. We have hope here. The star is literally standing for the star, okay? You're reaching the stars here. You're reaching a higher level. Also in your health, if this was something in a blockage, right? We're getting rid of that. You're making a decision here. With the Fool card, this is a brand new beginning and this is taking a leap of faith. Maybe we're torn between, is this my intuition or is this an illusion? Because this also looks a bit like the 7 of Swords, okay? Am I being fooled here? Is this, yeah, fool. Is this just a trick on my mind? Is this true? Is this really what I'm feeling? Is this a true vision? Can I trust this? But I do feel like we're finding balance in it, right? I said pro and con list, so with the 2 of Swords, maybe this is what you're doing already. But you will be finding your balance because in the end, I feel like you have nothing, there's no better opportunity, and I want to say better, than taking that leap of faith, okay? The 0 point energy is really standing out here. And this is crossing the line here. Okay, this is not the bottom, this is the top. The Chariot is crossing it with your willpower. You have to make a decision if you really want this. Okay, this magic, this power also to know the secret of the universe, okay? Maybe this is really coming through here for you. If this is also religion, right? Maybe you really asked questions to God and you just have to be ready here that you're breaking through that threshold into the higher powers here, okay, into higher dimensions. Wow, to become one, or to feel the secret of God, or let God speak to you. That's very interesting. This could be also a child, literally, here, if you're growing your family, right? You just have to make a decision. But I feel like you're going to feel very aligned here. You're going to feel very aligned with your purpose. If you want to look at it a little bit more practical about a child or a new beginning or a birth, a rebirth of some sort, you have to find the strength and the willingness within you to cross that threshold to the higher powers, to your alignment, to what is really meant for you here. And this is a brand new beginning in the higher levels, okay? Your realignment towards this brand new beginning, this birthing, this new idea, this child, this family, okay? This wedding, this marriage, this commitment. Okay, let's get a few oracle cards here and see if there's another message, please, for group number 3. And this is interesting because I talked about standing back, right? Potentially, and ruminating on it. But we can see that we are going to develop a strength and a willpower where your heart is leading you towards, and you're going to make that decision. So this stork here, the messenger will know which direction to fly. Which direction do you want me to go, right? So you will be making a decision and find your realignment here. I also heard there's beautiful opportunities and luck coming towards you when you're lifting yourself off of the burden of having to make a decision. I know this is easier said than done sometimes, but it's kind of giving me this connection here. When I look at the rabbit also and this howling, and we saw the moon card, we have to somehow be brave, I guess, to trust that feeling, okay, or that strength that you are receiving from these spirit guides, or from your intuition, from your star family, from your past loved one, okay? They're really asking you also to be brave and to just make that decision, make a decision. Your willpower is coming in. This new opportunity. 2 cards just popped out, okay? Look, on the bottom we have carnelian. Again, this is this sacral root chakra energy here that I'm getting also. When you have to anchor yourself in your beliefs, I heard here. Energy, leadership, and creativity. This will give you energy and a boost. Like this, your health is also enhancing. When you're realigning yourself to your true north, I heard, and to your true self. Root yourself. Maybe this could be an exercise here. Rooting yourself and then connecting, right? Through all your chakras to the higher powers here, like above your crown chakra. We're breaking through, okay? This is a breakthrough here. I want to take this. Yeah, look, we're coming through. We're breaking through. We're making it through the fog here. Take flight with the stork. Healing, Queen of Hearts. Speaks about healing. This could be physical healing too, as soon as we're making some sort of spiritual decision. Breaking through the veil. The veil will be lifted, group number 3. Wow. Okay, let's see what we have here. We have mortar and pestle, integration, subtly thorniness. Well, again, this reminds me of this mixing ingredients and making a pro and con list, but I feel like you're going to just, it's almost like there's pro and con, but then there's a third thing. This is your intuition, potentially, or your strong roots. Okay, something will just really make sense here, I feel, with this alignment. You're going to be realigning to something that is very strong, anchored within you, or has always been. It's very fresh. It's very much a new you, I want to say, because we're also shaking off old stuff, old shit, so to speak, okay? And we have fruit, achievement, and success. Wow. Fruits of your labor. Okay, this is definitely breakthrough, a brand new beginning. And it's not that you're changing, it's your beliefs. It's your belief in yourself, it's your belief in your future, and your belief in where you come from and what you stand for. What you're marrying, who you're having this new start with, your family, how you are raising your family. Like there's very strong anchored stuff coming through here for you, group number 3. Success and achievement. So thank you so much for being here. I hope that helped. You can put this wherever it resonates. And I can't wait to see you next time. Bye-bye.